This paper market is not real, and it's going to have to catch up with the grassroots. That's what I think. It's a grassroots. It's not going to be the Hunt brothers cornering the silver market. It's going to be the general public. Wednesday, February 3rd, 2021, Monaco 64, home of alternative economics and contrarian views. This is going to be an interesting video, in my opinion, even though you never know. I might not get too many views, but we're going to look at the silver market craziness. I follow a lot of independent coin and bullion dealers on Instagram. And yesterday I replied to a post from Royal Coins, Houston. You can look it up on Instagram, Royal Coins Houston. On the web, they're royalcoins.com. And yeah, the guy there posted something, and I asked a question. I replied to the post. I liked the post, and I said, are you seeing a lot of interest despite the drop in the spot price today, meaning yesterday on Tuesday? You said, oh, everything's going off the shelf. It's going crazy. And then I sent him a private message and said, would you like to have a Zoom chat one of these days? And about half an hour later, I get an invitation because he's running a VIP lounge, so to speak. That's what he called, to talk about the market craziness. And this is going to be different. This is not about the spot price, about the futures. This is about real life coins, bars, not just silver, but gold as well. And with real life people, it was great. I had to stay up quite late till 12:30 a.m. here in London. That's when they started their live chat. There were about 9 people there. And the guy who runs Royal Coin, I don't really know his name. I didn't ask. But he took charge, of course. He was leading the chat. And I took notes because you forget things when you listen to things. So you need to take notes. So I've got a lot of interesting points he made here. And I think this will dispel a lot of speculation there. And one of the things that I think is going on and went on this past weekend is a lot of the big bullion dealers, because this guy here, he's a small independent bullion or coin dealer, and don't be fooled by that. He's quite does a lot of business. And one of the interesting things I think that's happened past weekend is the big bullion dealers let a lot of people down. I think they wouldn't deal. They said they run out of stuff, but it's slightly different, I would say, for the independent dealers. They kept trading, as did Gold Investments in London. They are independent. They had stuff. Yes, they're running out a little bit of silver, but they're going to get more. So I think there's a lot of hype and speculation. And unfortunately, the big guys kind of disappointed me, let me down. And I thought that was the case actually during the weekend. I thought these guys just don't want to sell because they know it's, they're trying to hold off. And I think that's bad for business. But anyway, so I want to go through the notes here so you can know what's going on in the real world. And the thing he said about Houston is that there's loads of businesses like his. So it's a big market. Yeah, this is a microcosm, in my opinion. I can't really say if it's a microcosm of what's happening on the ground all over the United States. And why am I not covering the UK? Well, unfortunately, a lot of the people on Instagram, the independent dealers, coin dealers, bullion dealers, are in the States. Maybe the people in the UK, the independent dealers in the UK, need to maybe change their strategy a little bit. But I think it will help people all over the world see what's really coming. And actually, I have to say, speaking to this guy, he's very calm, and so are the other guys. I think the cat is out of the bag in terms of silver. And let's go through the notes and you'll see why. So, yeah, he called it market craziness, Royal Coins from Houston. And about the drop yesterday, he didn't really have much to say about that, even though he did have some opinion on it. He seems to be really busy, doesn't have enough time really to keep looking at the paper shenanigans, even though I think he's aware of it, because he said there are big interests out there who want to buy. Actually, he thinks they want to buy, and that's why they try to keep the price down a little bit below 30. I'm sorry, and he mentioned Tesla because Tesla needs a lot of silver. He also mentioned the fact that the new president, that's how he called him, is planning a lot of new technologies, this new Green Deal, so to speak. And a lot of this stuff is going to need a lot of silver. So he thinks there's big interest out there trying to accumulate a lot of silver before it shoots up. That's his opinion. The interesting thing he talked a lot about were premiums. He said before this week, premiums were normal, relatively low. He explained how the premiums are set. The refiners usually put a premium on the coins, of course, because they have to make money. They can't sell you the gold and silver at the spot price, or else, because that's the price they buy it at. So they need to make a profit. Of course, they need to stay in business, or else you can't buy your coins and bars. And then the bullion stores, the wholesalers, they put a premium on, of course. They put a premium on wholesalers. These are the shops and the big dealers. They put a premium to deal amongst themselves, and then there's the premium for retail as well. So what does he think about the premiums right now? Because they're very high. He thinks, because he's a stacker, this guy really loves his coins and bars, and I think his wife just started helping him, and she's doing really well as well. He said she's learned really quickly from him. But he said he would personally hold off a bit. He thinks it's pretty outrageous to pay such high premiums. And I think that's good coming from a guy who's in the business. And he thinks they will start coming down, but they're going to stay up for a while. And he talked about the premiums that he's having to charge, and also the premiums that he's heard his competition, but they seem to be on a good friendly basis. What these premiums are. So let's go through them. So he talks about the last 2 days. So this week. So let's have a look at the premiums that he saw these last few days. And as I said, also his competition. So the most business he does is for 1 ounce coins, of course, 10 ounce bars and 100 ounce bars. And percentage wise, they're all the same across the bar for the 10 ounce and 100 ounce bars. So for the generic coins or generic bars, I guess generic coins are not the Eagle the Eagle 1 ounce coins. The premium is from as low as $3 over spot to as much as $10. So that's for the generic stuff. And then for like the 90% silver, which is like the silver dollar here, the pre-65 US coinage, The premium is a little higher. It's like $4, the lowest, up to $5. And then the Eagles. Those are the most popular coins. He said people love Eagles, the 1 ounce Eagles. And the premium here is like $7 to $15. One thing he said is, it looks like common sense is going out the door because people just want the coins. They don't care about the premium, even though he thinks they will come down. I was able to comment on the live stream. I said, well, what about if the paper price is too low? The premiums might come down because the paper price goes up. And he said he agrees with that. So as far as shortage is concerned, he actually said there's been loads of buying, of course, but he's getting a lot of customers also selling. So he's got plenty of stock. So what about gold? Because he said the real frenzy and craziness has been with silver these last few days. But he said that the gold premiums are really high as well. They've been skyrocketing. The gold eagles, which are very popular as well. Most popular coin, the 1 ounce gold eagles. He's hearing of premiums of over $100 to even like $160. And again, he says, take a step back. Don't panic. Don't overpay. Let things settle down. That was his message. So wait for the craziness to settle down. That's what he said. And the last few days, basically, people couldn't get enough also of the generic 1 ounce silver, and they were paying about $6 over spot for 1 ounce. Yes, the silver eagles are popular, but the generic started flying off the shelves because he saw a lot of new people coming in, a lot of young people as well, as you see here in a second. So the other very interesting point that he made is the delivery time for their supplies. Yes, he's got supply in his shop, but sometimes he needs to order coins and bars. And he said that's changed dramatically, not just for himself, but also his competition all around in Houston. He said there's many coins and bullion stores in the Houston area. So what he said about these is, it used to be that they used to order these from the suppliers, the refiners or whatever, and used to come the next day. But now delivery times are not set in stone, so they don't even know when it's going to be, if it's going to be a week, 2, 3 weeks or more. So there's really kind of a shortage from the suppliers, even though he doesn't have it shorted in his shop. And he thought that was quite significant because it never used to be like that. He's not sure if that's going to continue or if that's going to be solved. So now to what he's seeing, because in terms of customers, because I asked him, are these just your existing customers that are coming in the last few days, or there are a lot of new customers? But he says there's a lot of new customers, and he noted there's a lot of activity on social media. For example, his wife told him that because she's got her own little Instagram account, she's getting hundreds of new followers in the last few days. He said he sees a lot of billboards about silver, a lot of adverts, and especially social media. He didn't mention Wall Street bets or Reddit, actually. And I have a feeling it's a different kind of crowd, the way he told me, or the way he told us during the live stream. He thinks there's a huge trickle-down effect going on here, like with all the social media attention for silver. he's seeing, people he never saw before. And he's seeing a lot of novices, people, young people, older people, but especially younger people. He says they've come in, their friends have told them, oh, go buy a Silver Eagle or just go buy silver. And they have no idea. He said they come in the shop, they're not sure if they're in the right place. So, and there are a lot of novices, so new people. The other thing he said is you have a lot of very young people, like kids, coming with their parents. And he said they're very clever and that they ask really good questions and they love the silver. Yeah, that's what he said. A lot of people that come in, they like the fact that they can hold the silver. It's like a, how can I say, a revelation that they can hold the silver, because nowadays we think, oh, young people are all going to go into cryptocurrencies because they're tech savvy. But from the way this guy spoke, it also looks like cryptos are going to have a run for their money in terms of silver, because these are not old boomers that are going into these silver or coin and bullion stores. So what else did he say here? A little more about the gold. He said the Eagles are very popular. And if he runs out, if he doesn't have them in the store, there's a really long waiting list for 1 ounce Eagles. He says 1 ounce gold bars are popular as well, and people are taking those as well because they have a lower premium. Okay, yeah, as I said, a lot of newbies. He doesn't seem to know where it's coming from. It's just crazy, and it started this week. And as I said, a lot of young people, and he thinks that that's a good sign. And he's not concerned at all about what's going on in paper market. He thinks, he's not worried about the spot price. He thinks it's going to continue. And longer term, he's very bullish, but he's advising people to hold off paying so much premium. He talks about the fact that you could maybe buy and sell with a private individual, so you can do it through the spot market. That's another advice he gave. I've spoken about that before as well, of course. And what about the spike that we've had in silver, like in the last few trading days? I mean, it started late last week, speculation about the Reddit people. And then on Monday, it culminated with the market moving up to 30, and the drop yesterday. This is what he said. Yes, it will discourage a lot of newbies. They're going to be disappointed, but he said the imbalance, he thinks it's going to bring in a lot more people who've seen what silver is all about. He's very encouraged. And he said one thing about his wife has started to help him in the business. And I think it was yesterday, she was packaging and posting coins and bars from the time she got up till like late in the afternoon, all day, nonstop. So that's how busy it is. And it was great to speak to this guy and the other guys there. They were from all over the US, I think. I'm not sure. I don't think, some of them might have been dealers. Some are probably friends of his or customers or people like me that contacted him on Instagram. But these people are dealing in the real thing. And that's what encouraged me. And yes, the craziness in the paper price is there, but there's craziness also. It seems like there's a new awakening, and I could be wrong, but it feels like that, a new awakening towards having something physical. And I think a lot of people, the newbies, are waking up to the fact they knew nothing. They didn't even know that you could get silver, and they like it, it seems. So I'm not trying to tell people that the price is going to the moon. What I'm trying to say here is that silver is an alternative to holding some wealth, and I think that's the main important thing about this. This market is not a market to, and I've always said that, you save in silver, you stack. Yes, you might need to sell it sometimes if you have an emergency. The encouraging thing, of course, is the young people coming up and being really interested. But not only young people, but also older people, even older people, all kinds of people. And yes, I have to admit, he said there are a lot of people there. He said that came to buy just because they heard that silver's going up. So there's that as well. It's not just the people buying for the right reasons, as I would say. So yeah, go check out Royal Coins Houston on Instagram, or go to royalcoin.com on the web. I'm not getting paid for this. I don't care if you deal with Royal Coins. Go ahead. I might even buy some from them, because one thing I found out the last few weeks here in the UK, I buy a few things sometimes from the US, and when they come here, I have to pay like VAT, have to pay the customs. And the last few times I bought things from the US, I didn't. They just delivered the post directly, no VAT. And I read about that. It's to do with the Brexit from this year, 2021. The people that export to the US, the shops, the businesses, they're going to have to do the claim or charge the VAT themselves. So, I mean, which is a thing, I think, in my opinion, is a bit outrageous, telling small businesses all around the world that they have to charge UK VAT when they export to the UK. So right now, I haven't tried it yet. I don't think there is any VAT in silver if you buy from the US, unless the business in the US is like doing what the Inland Revenue or HMRC, which is the tax people here in the UK, want them to do. So you might not have to pay VAT. I might go along and buy some silver coins from Royal Coins. So there you go. I thought you guys would be interested in this. So let's quickly look at the paper markets, really, because talking to this guy made me realize that this paper market, and I knew already, this paper market is not real, and it's going to have to catch up with the grassroots. That's what I think. It's a grassroots. It's not going to be the Hunt brothers cornering the silver market. It's going to be the general public. And that's why I think it's very encouraging for silver holders, for gold holders. And it's a matter of protecting what you've earned in your life up to now. It's not a matter of getting rich quick. It's a matter of preserving your wealth, and that's how you got to look at it. Anyway, it's a little later. As I said, I was up till like 1:30 last night, so it's 9:07 a.m. London. We got spot gold 1833. 50. It's down about $4. Range has been 1845 to 1832. Silver has picked up a little bit today or overnight. We got up to 27.22. Right now we're at 26.72, up about 3 cents. Stock market, Dow future is up slightly, nothing really. S&P future is up 12 points, 1/3%. I saw there's some Amazon results yesterday. They were good, not surprisingly. NASDAQ future, 100 future is up 2/3%. Currencies, we got sterling down slightly here, 0.2%, 136.40. The euro's down 0.25% versus the dollar at 120.15. So yeah, we've seen the euro come off quite a bit. We got up to around 123 recently, and yeah, so that's keeping the dollar relatively firm. But I still think the dollar is consolidating in a downward trend. The dollar yen is up slightly at 105.08, and the dollar is up 0.1% versus the yuan at 647. Copper is down 0.33% at 351, high grade copper. Crude oil is up 1/3 at 54.86. And to finish off, the 10-year yield is at 111. That's unchanged, so we've picked up a little bit here. We're still below the 120 level we saw a few weeks ago in the 10-year yield. So there you go. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. Please share it far and wide. We want to spread the word about silver, about coins and bars, physical silver, and gold, of course, as well. And make sure, if you haven't yet, to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy my videos. And make sure also you click on the notification bell to be notified of all my new videos. And you can also follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Hive, BitChute, Steemit, Library, and DTube. Yeah, I wish you all a great rest of the day. Take care. Bye.